Okay. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing today? Good evening, online. Online, good evening. Okay, so hope everyone are doing good. Did you guys complete your practicals? Everyone? Hmm? What were the topics? Branching, right? So branching, merging, pull request, reverting, changing the branch, checkouts, all these things, concepts, right? Good. So guys, I'm just going and launching the machine, and do you see this a new thing comes up here? So this one is interesting. I want you to do this. I'll tell you what. When I was supporting one project in real time, 1 year before, there had a requirement that they want to access S3 as a file system in the EC2 instance. S3, can you attach as a D drive or file system in EC2? No, right? We have not done. Can you attach? We can access S3 through AWS CLI, but can we attach as a drive? Can we attach as a file system? No. So at that time, there was no option. So I used a third party tool, which is open source in the GitHub, and that is called S3FS. What was that? So this is S3FS is a tool is that is there in the GitHub where this will help us uh, to use as a S3 as a file system on the machines. But now AWS itself came up with a S3 file system. So nothing. If you select this, create a file system. If you go to S3, I just saw today only. If you go to S3, on the left side, what we have here, new file system. Just nothing. Create a file system, and guys, we have done EFS, no? Same thing. Mount the file system, start accessing your S3 data right away as a files and directories. So what do you do? Just click on create file system and then select the one bucket, whichever that you want to access. Create a VPC, click on create file. Once you create a file system, it will give the mount point, launch one EC2 instance, mount it. Hmm, nothing. So that is what you need to find out. I didn't also use it. So S3FS, I did that, but this one yesterday only came. So I didn't check it. I'm asking you to do it. Storage gateway is different. That is to on-prem to, yeah. Okay. So I'm not how to uncheck. Oi, hey, I don't want to. Again. Company. Yes. 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 Mhm. So let's go with the Git and we'll see the rest of the topics. Red Hat. Okay. So I'm just going and then launch instance. Hmm? What? For you, it's not showing. Check करो कल. మంచిదే. If you are using things, then it will obviously decrease, no? Okay, sudo hyphen yes, hostname cdl, set hyphen hostname, git sudo hyphen I, mkdir 730 cd 730, and then m install -y git. Okay, so today let's go with a few more topics. We call it as, the first topic here is, let me open GitHub. Fork, Git fork, or that Git fork. So this is also one of the most commonly used command or commonly used feature for DevOps engineers. One thing is clone, remember that we always do, and even more than clone, we use fork. So clone and fork look similar, but clone meaning from GitHub to your local. Local meaning any of the machine. If you want to get the entire thing in your local machine or any EC2 instance, you use clone concept. But fork is from GitHub to GitHub. Fork is from what? GitHub to GitHub. So clone, same thing. Clone, what it does, it will take the entire copy of it and put it in your local machine or not. Same thing. Fork is nothing but you have a GitHub account, I have a GitHub account, and you saw a nice nice repository of mine, and you want to have a copy of this repository in your GitHub, not in your local. Then you need to, what you need to use? Fork it. If you fork it, whatever the data that I have in the repository, the same data you will get it in your GitHub repository. That is called what? Fork. So in order to show you the practicals, so what I need to do is I need to have two accounts or not? Yeah, anything is fine. So let me open. Let's see if I remember any my another. Need to log in, sign up, sign in karna. Huh? I don't know what to do. मेरा है. अच्छा. Okay, good one. So this is another account that I have. Okay, this is my main account. This is another account. Use the word main account and then another account. Just for, or else brown guy, green guy, whichever it is. Okay, so what I want you to do is now, let's say I'm the another guy. Okay, so I have my own repositories here. I have my own repositories. But now I saw a nice another account repository like this. Let's say, for example, website. For example, website. So now what I do is, if you go inside the website, wow, so I have a lot of data inside it. Very good website is there here. So if you want to have the copy of this, so what you need to do? Fork it. So now, can I fork myself? That is why, do you see the option here? It is grayed out. So this one, 355 people forked it. This repository. So like this is your account. And you saw, let's say, whose account is that? Ria Sheikh, right? So you saw what here, go to the Ria Sheikh account. You are not switching it. You are accessing my account. That's it. You are still in your own account. And then you are accessing everyone are accessing my GitHub accounts, GitHub repositories or not. Inside this, what I have here, website. I'm the another guy and accessing Ria's repository. And do you see this here? What I have option? Fork. So any repository can be forked by any person. Make sure that the repository should be public. So now I want whatever this is the actual account, my Riaz account. This is entire data is there. I want to fork it. So what you need to do, you just need to click on what? Fork. So, or else that is my really used one. Let us take another repository, which is Chuma repository. This one only will do. Huh? Yesterday we did a branch demo, right? So this one will take it. So I want to fork it. What we need to click on what here? Fork. Fork is nothing but the entire copy. This entire repository will come to your repository. How? Click on fork. Once you click on fork, it is asking to create a new fork. And you can give the repository name. You can give the same name or you can give the another name also. Nothing. No need to. You just click on copy the master branch only. Click on what? Create fork. Create fork meaning a new repository will be created with all the data that you have. See. And it clearly says forked from this guy. So if I go to my repositories here, so this repository got created. See, this is forked from. If I created my own repository, it will be like this. So if you have forked it, it will say that you have forked from this guy. Go inside it. And all the data I have it here or not. Now my question here is, I go to the original guy and which one? This one. Now I have added a file. Let me go ahead and add a file. Create a new file and I call it as, why it is giving like this to me here? So let's say Python 21, Python 730. Okay. This is bush Python. So let's click on what here? Commit and then commit it. So I created a new one or not? Now tell me, I'll go to the another guy that he has forked it. Will this be available here automatically? Answer is no, because it just like copied. That's it. Whatever that you have before, you have just copied it. But whenever he updated any new thing, will it get updated automatically here? No, because that original guy might have doing some testing. That meaning that all the thing that what he is doing should come here in your stuff? No. If at all you want, what we can do is we can use sync fork. What's that here? Sync. Sync fork meaning whatever that you have, but here it clearly says the branch is up to date. But if I refresh it, is up to date? No. So it should say something. The branch is one commit behind it. So what you need to do, you need to click on sync fork. Once you, and what it says, update branch. And it says branch is out of date and click on what here, update branch. And once you update branch, and you should be able to see the Python 730. Okay. I am the main guy and you forked mine. So, and then whatever the files that I am putting new one, what you need to do for that? Sync fork. What you need to do? Okay. Now you sync fork. And what it says here, Python 730. You open that. Okay. What is it? This is Boost Python. Gee. What is this? So what you're doing now, you are editing it. And you, not Boost, it should be Push. Right? So that meaning you have modified the code. Actually, it should be actual code. So actually how this will happen is, guys, in the GitHub, there are so many big mental scientist people's repositories will be there. Open sources will be there or not? Red Hat open source code will be there, and GitHub open source code will be there. Jenkins open source code will be there. Kubernetes open source code will be there. A lot of open source code will be there. Those are all scientists, those who have done. And you are super guy, and you are also another mental guy. And you wanted to contribute. What do you want to do? So what you did is, I'm the scientist, mental guy, and you forked my repository. And then what I did, this is Boost Python, I said. And then you are the extreme super guy. What did you do? No, sir, it is not Boost, it is Push, you said. So I'm the original guy, and you fork my repository. And what you need to do? You are sending the updates to me. Now what I do? You edited it and then committed it. You click on what here? Commit. Now tell me, I committed it here. Will it update there? That is very danger or not? How come? How come I'm the original guy? Is it good that you go and then no, right? So what we need to create? Pull request. What we need to create here? Pull request. So go to this, and here what we have option? Contribute. What we have here? Contribute. My laptop shut down. Do you have any charger, guys? Any Lenovo? No, this one. Just a second. That is called Type C, huh? You don't have any? Yeah. 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 Mm. Okay. So meanwhile, was it? But it was 20% was there. But just give me a second online because that guy left for me, right? So he will miss the topic. Let us wait for a couple of minutes, please. Hmm. Fork. Fork, yes. Because it just only to share the data. It is mostly used for that. You have some repository. If you want to have the copy of it, it is weak fork. That is the only thing. And then let's say we have the contributor concept. That meaning, so there is an open source project is there. So if you want to contribute it, what you need to? You need to fork it and you do your modifications and then you can contribute to your original repositories. So it's a version control. Uh, the GitHub Microsoft. Mm. GitHub is such a extraordinary, most popular thing where because of this, uh, thank you, man. It's correct. ये open करो. No. Switch on किए क्या? No, it's not working. No, the light is not blinking. No, the charger fault. Hmm. No, it's not. So let me inform the, yeah. So let us go meanwhile. Okay. So contribute. What is it here? Contribute. Sync fork, we understood, right? What is a sync fork? So now let's go with the what? Contribute. Contribute meaning if you want to contribute the original repository. So click on what here? Contribute. And what you need to do? Open pull request. So click on it. And then, sir, please merge. It's not. ఉందా? అది వర్క్ అట్లేదు, అది సేమ్ అలాంటిది లేదా? సి టైప్ పంచర్ ఆల్సో విల్ వర్క్. చార్జ్ రాదా? Hmm? వస్తారు. Hmm? Huh? No, it is color is there. Enough, yeah. Fantastic. Thank you. What is it? The connected AC adapter has lower voltage. Hmm. From tomorrow I'll get it. Let it come. So okay. So please merge it. So it's not bus, it's what? Bus. So click on what here? Create pull request. So now pull request has been opened. So what you need to do? Let's go to the original guy. But do you have any pull request here? No. So if I refresh this, so it's clearly what here? We have what? One pull request. And then, so it clearly says update Python 730. So you open it and it clearly says, sir, please merge it's not blah, blah, blah. So, and then what exactly that he has this, we can see the commits here or not. So click on the commit and then open this and it clearly says this one. So if you feel that that is correct, and what we need to do, we need to merge it. Merge pull request and click on what? Confirm merge. Understood? Shut down. Clear na? So this is called what? Fork, sync for, and contribute. You understand 3 topics? Online? Done. There's no pull request. Clear, guys, everyone? It's updated here also. And of course, if I go to the code, so, and if I see here, Python 730, and I have updated one. Clear, guys, everyone? Online? Hmm. So it's very slow, man. Okay. Hmm. Acha, it's okay. It's okay. I think it can. So, guys, what is the command to rename the branch? Nice. Okay. So we have something called here now git clean. What's that? Git clean. So here, first of all, what I do, git status. So it is not done, right? What I need to do, git init, and then git config hyphen global user dot email, and then myself and user dot name. Okay. So now let's create a file now. So let's say, for example, um, and let's say touch hello. So if I do git status, so it is in which color? Red color. Tracked, untracked. So you create a file, and then if you delete it, what will happen? If you do rm minus rf hello, right? So what you need to do is here we have an option called what here? Git clean. Say that git clean. So hyphen n, and then you put what here? Hello. So what it says would remove hello. So if you want to delete the untracked files, let's say in the repository you might be having so many untracked files. If you want to delete it, so you can delete with a single command. What's the command? Git clean. If you put hyphen n, it will say would remove hello. But if you want to remove it completely, you just put hyphen f file and then hello. It will just delete everything. And you see, it's gone. And if you do git status, it's clean. So if you want to delete the untracked files, if you want to use rm minus rf, it will go with the one by one. But if you want to delete all untracked files, then we use what here? Git clean hyphen f and then hello. Okay, so let me go with another interesting topic. And that topic name is cherry pick. What's that? What's the meaning of cherry pick generally? Hmm? Correct. Uh. Now I create only file, but if you have 10 files, then what do you do? Yes, you can. So you can use git clean and then put a particular file, or if you put star also, it's gone. You can use rm minus rf also. But if you have already moved that to the repository, then what you need to do? Git add, git, you need to do all these things. But if you want to just, move it, you can just do it. Okay. So guys, okay, that's fine. So here, very important thing here is cherry pick. What is the meaning of cherry pick? I'm saying particular, right? So selective. What's that here? Selective or particular. So cherry pick here meaning, okay, let's create, I'll just go back and I create a new directory. Okay. Uh, mkdir, I call it as what? Cherry. cd what here? Cherry. So guys here, first what I need to do? Git init. I'm creating a file. Touch file one. And then what I do? Git add. And then what we do? Git commit. I'm just creating one master branch. Okay. And then what here? File one. So git branch master. So now what I want to here is it's gone again, man. You said that is working, right? Yes. I have some important thing to run. Ah, 0% battery. No. No, there's no. Okay, let's do one thing. Yeah. फिर से करो. ये हटा दो. बाद में. Yeah. Super. Good. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. Before that, there was one student, and his name is Uttam. Uttam. And he left India, and he's working in Europe after completing our course. He got the job there, and the package is 80 lakhs. 80 lakhs. Right? So, and then hello, कितने डॉलर्स छूना मत दे. And then on top of it, yeah. So, and then on top of it, there are bonuses, and then we have a lot of good perks there actually. No, yes, correct. Okay. And not only this, there are so many people, guys. So they don't come back actually, right? So very like what do you call gratitude people like you. So once you get the job, they'll come back and then they'll meet, right? So, anyways, okay. So what I want to do is here we have the branch or not. I want you to rename the master branch. I want you to rename the master branch as branch one. Can you tell me how to do that? Git branch -m master. Yeah. We'll go with the book. Let's we go with the process. So git branch -m, because you don't need to mention master because you are already in the master branch. So, but if you want to rename the another branch, then you can mention the master branch. Okay. So now I did this, and then what I do here? Git branch. Now it has changed or not? So now create a new branch called branch 2. Git checkout -b and then branch 2. So now you are in which branch? Branch 2. Okay. Now check out to branch 1. Git checkout branch 1. Good. Now create 5 Java files, 5 Python files, and 5 PHP files. Okay, tell Java, and I call it as 1 to 5. Okay, and then git add dot git commit -m. I call it as Java files, and then I call it Java or whatever dot, anything is fine. So next I'll create what files? Python, and then 1 to 5, because I need different commits. Next what I do? Git add and all Python star, and then git commit -m. I call it as Python files, and then Python star. And then again, last one, touch, which one? PHP, and then 1 to 5. Git add PHP star, and then git commit -m PHP files, and then PHP star. All done? Okay, so now what I need is, so how many commits we did, and what's the command to see the commit? What's the command to see the commit history? Git log --, one line. So we have these PHP files, Python files, and Java files or not? Now check out to branch 2. So we are in branch 1 or not? In branch 1, we have all the files. Check out to branch 2. Git checkout branch 2. How many files we have? Only 1 files. Now what I need is, I want to merge branch 1 to branch 2. What's the command? Git merge branch 1. But if I do git merge branch 1, it will merge all the files or not? But I don't want all the files. I want selective files. In this case, we have got an option called cherry pick. So I want to get only Java files, for example. So, and Java files, we have the commit ID or not? So what you need to do is git cherry -pick, and then we need to put the commit ID. Which one? Java wala. And I have got only Java. So this is very important. Sometimes this is not for us. For developers, what they do is, so if we have one branch where I have a lot of code, lot of files, but if you merge it, you will get all the files or not. Instead of getting all the files, if I want only selected, then we use what here? Cherry pick. Say that again. If you want to revert again, git revert and put the commit ID, and you'll get reverted everything. Online clear cherry pick. And then here we have something called tag. What is that? Tag. What is tag? What is the purpose of tag? That is in AWS. Generally, to identify. So for that here, identify. If I do git log --, one line, so we have all the commits or not? So if you want to tag a particular commit, okay, this Java files is related to my production commit or dev commit or testing or any kind of feature name or any kind of Jira number or anything that if you want to tag it, guys. So we use what here word? Tag. Say with me, git tag, I call it as tag name and put the commit ID. Let's say, for example, for Java files, I'll put it. And if I do git log, and do you see this, what it says? Tag prod. So this is for identification purpose. What purpose? Online clear, Anna? Now we can have multiple tabs, of course. Okay. And another important thing, guys. Let's say you created a file. I create a file, two files. Let's say, for example, file 2 and then file 3. Create it. Touch file 2.txt and then touch file 3.txt. You created. And if I do git status, obviously we have two files which is untracked or not. But what I need is, I want to work on file 2, but I don't want git to track it. Yes or no? I don't want file to be tracked, but I want to work. But I don't want git to track it. So in that case, we use something called git ignore. Say the word git ignore. For that, we need to create a file here. vi dot git ignore. And then here you put whichever the file that you want. Which one? File2.txt. If you put file star, any files will starting with file will get ignored. If you want to ignore Java files, then what do you do? Java star, put everything will get ignored. Now what do you do here? Save it. Now if we do git status, will it show file 2? It will not show file 2. Of course, dot ignore will be because that's untracked file, right? So whatever the files that you put inside, mention inside the git ignore, that will get ignored by the git. But if you want to get it back, just go ahead, edit that, and then remove that file. Again, it will get tracked. Understood? Online. So what is the command to tell to the git not to track it? Git ignore. Say that again. Git ignore. It will not track anything. What will happen? No, it will be tracked. No, obviously. So the file is not there. If the file is not there, Git will understand dot ignore, dot git ignore. If the file is not there, again it will be tracked. So guys, you know how to delete the branch in the GitHub or not? So if you want to delete the branch here in the local, you can use the command called what here? Git branch -d. So we are in which branch? Branch 2. So, and if you want to delete the branch, what's the command? Git branch -d, and then I call it as branch 2. What it says? We are in the branch. And then if you want to delete the branch, so you should not, guys, if you are in the branch, can you delete the one branch? No, you can delete the other branches or not. So what is the command to delete branch? So branch 1 that got deleted. So we know this already because in the GitHub also we have deleted the branches. Here also we can delete the branch. But if you delete the branch, if you want to restore it, here in local we have something called git reflog. Say that. Say that. Git reflog. Say that. So when you use git reflog, so you have the latest commit, right? So then what you do is you need to use git checkout -b. What is the branch name? Branch 1, and then put the latest commit. And you see here, what do we have? Git branch. But remember, if you delete the branch in GitHub, it's gone. It is gone. So here we can do all these things, but in the GitHub, it is gone. Online, is this clear, ma? Online, clear? I just wanted to show you a few things. Okay. So there is also one thing that I'm giving for small exploring topic. It is not required, but so how to set up a website on GitHub. How to host a website on GitHub. It's very easy. So I want you to, it's very simple. Create a repo, create index.html, put some HTML code, go to settings, go to pages, master branch, you put /root and save it, you will get the link. So it is very easy to say, I want you to go ahead and then do this. Very simple. It will take 1 minute time. But I want you to do it, how to, where to go, and but because of that, you'll understand all these things. Okay. And guys here, so we know all the things about the code here. We know here about the issues, but if you want to, guys, we don't use all these things because in real time we use Jira for it. So but if at all you want to use it, let's say for example, we are doing some project here. So I can assign, we all are having GitHub accounts are there or not. So if you're working on some open source project, what we can do is I can create some issues and I can assign it to the particular persons or not. Yes. And pull request we have seen or not. And then what is this here? GitHub Actions. Say that. GitHub Actions I will not be teaching now because in order to understand the GitHub Actions, first you need to understand the CI/CD. CI/CD pipeline. So what is the tool that we use for CI/CD? Jenkins. After completing the Jenkins, then I'll come back to the GitHub Actions. So if you want to manage any projects here, and this is for what? Wiki, for any kind of documentations. And security and for any kind of code scanning. So all these things, vulnerability is disabled. If you want to secure your GitHub account, you can use it. Inside is just for monitoring. So for settings, guys, here we have what? Collaborators. Those who have done this, what if you want to collaborate this, you can just go ahead and add the people over here. Those who have done hackathon, you have got the collaborators, right? Because they will create one repository and you are collaborating to that repository and you are adding all the data over there. Simple as that. So what you do, you can add people. You can add the people and these people start collaborating the work on this repository. Guys, all these branches, webhooks and all, we will learn it when we go to the Jenkins. And this is GitHub Copilot as your ChatGPT. And all these environments and all these things, secrets and variables and all these things we will be learning when we go to the GitHub Actions. But rest, all these things are clear. So the main thing here would be what here? Code, and then here pull request, actions, and then settings. These are the important things on the GitHub. And rest all for documentation purpose. Everyone clear, guys? So, you know, what are the things that we have learned without you knowing it? These are the commands that we have learned. This, not only this, and this. So these are the whole Git things, commands that we have learned. So yeah, even the developers doesn't even do all these things, but we have learned all these things or not? Okay, so with this, we have successfully completed Git and GitHub. Finally, so super good for that claps online. You also can clap it, or I know you are clapping by yourself, but so we have learned in depth of Git and GitHub. So even though that is not related to the DevOps people, but we have learned all these things in depth. But to be honest, as per the DevOps engineer, you should be good in forking. You should be good in cloning. But if at all you are little bit more interested to store all your Terraform code or Kubernetes code or any kind of code, so what do? You know how to create a repositories and you know how to push it. Add, commit, and then push it. So these are the things that we have. So if you go to the internet now and then just go, guys, here. Let's say, for example, We have cheat sheets. What is that? So go to Google and just type git what here? Cheat sheet. So this will show you what are the things that we have here. If you go to the cheat sheet, any cheat sheet. So whatever the things that we have learned, everything will be there. Do you see this here? So all these changes, branches we have learned, we switch branch, checkout branch, delete in the branch, and then remote -v, remote show, what is repository that you have added, right? Git fetch, pull, push, right? And logs, right? Blame, commit, add, right? What is that? Double -v. What is that? Git remote -v. It will show you the, now we have not, what- -v. Yeah. What is that? It's same, I think. I use -v. I don't know what is the -v. So, for versions we use that git-v. If we do git-v, it will show the version. If we do git-v, it throws error because it is not. Huh? Ah. Mm, anyways, yeah. So, yes, Palani contributor only. So we learn about checkout, revert, reset, resets, all these things, hard, soft. Yes or no? Rebase. So we have done this, and what we're gonna do is, this is all about Git and GitHub. I want you to practice it, but sometimes when you go for interviews, they will be asking these very common questions. What is the difference between restore and rebase? What is the difference between fetch and pull? Fetch, push, clone, fork. All these things are important, but they don't go much deeper into going rebase, squashing, mergings and all. But at least you know all the topics in Git and GitHub, right? So I want developers to say something. So developers online and offline. So did you guys learn more than that what you have learned before or not? Developers. Yes. Okay. So tomorrow, Pravalika, I don't know, guys, whatever that we have learned, that is the same thing that we have learned as a real time only, right? I don't know, Pravalika, what that meaning is. Branching strategy in the real, or first of all, whenever I'm teaching you, I'll put morely on the real time things because I don't know any other time, only real time, right? So, but this is a feeling that people has, sir, in real time, may how? Guys, whatever that we do in the real time, I'll show the same thing here or no? So in real time, we have the branching. What is the purpose of branching? Multiple people will be using multiple branches, right? And end of the day, they will push it to the GitHub. All these things with examples I have showed you, no? Pravalika, did you completed branching practicals yesterday? Pravalika? Same thing. So in that is the reason why I said yesterday I took an example of dev 1 branch, dev 2 branch, dev 3 branch. It can be dev branch, prod branch, test branch. It can be any names. It can be any feature branch names also. It can be with the Jira names also. Branching names can be anything. Okay. Okay. So tomorrow we'll go with the another next tool. So what is the next tool? After Git and GitHub, we have what? Code, and then what we do? Build. So build is related to what? Maven. Maven is very easy. It is only one day. Maven. So tomorrow we'll discuss about Maven. What is Maven? What is that? And what is the heart of Maven? POM.xml. What does the POM.xml contain? What are the phases that we have? What are the different types of repositories it has? And how to build a project? We'll take a sample Java project and we'll try to build it. And then this POM will generate a WAR file. Maven will generate what? WAR file. And that WAR file, we call it as artifacts. All these things. We will see it in tomorrow's class. Yes, Maven is, guys, tomorrow we will see Abhishek. So guys, Maven is the one of the tool that we use for build for Java projects. So like this for Python projects, for different kind of projects, everything have their own build tools. But here we'll be going what? Most commonly used, which one? Maven. So for Python setup tools are there. For Node.js, NPMs are there, right? So like this, everything have its own stuff. Hmm? Oh. Hmm. Okay, so online, can you give the final CC for today, please? Cherry picking, sir, do you have the Java files got merged into one directory? Yes, so if one branch to another branch, Abhishek, if you want to merge from one branch to another branch, not all the files, only selected files, then we use cherry pick. Guys, what I want is experienced people. I know, guys, experienced people especially, I want you to do the practicals first. Without doing the practicals, if you're asking in real time that and these and things, all these things. And remember, I have committed to give you how many years of experience? 4 years. If you are asking 10 years of experience questions, I can answer it, but other people will go mad. So please understand before things, I want you to complete the practicals first and concentrate on what I said. But if you have something extra, you can investigate experienced people. Okay. So conflicts, we have done it. So in real time, what else conflicts will be there? It is depend on the requirements, right? So when you say conflict, it is same thing, guys. So conflict meaning what? If we have two files with the same name in the same line, if you have two different data, then what you need to do? You need to do you have a conflict. Then what you need to do? When you're merging it, you need to manually fix that conflict. You need to manually fix that one. If you are a developer point of view, obviously you will have more questions on the Git, how the code is getting managed when you get the conflicts, how do you resolve it? But as a DevOps engineer here, is any stupid will ask any question, how did you solve the conflicts? Definitely no. It is complete. If you are a developer, then you need to, in the real time, you work on the Java projects, Python projects, multiple developers are there. And if you are merging it with the same file names, with the same lines and two different data, then conflicts will come. And how do you resolve it? Manually go ahead, fix it, talk to the developer. And then we already discussed this. Team leader will come into picture. And then what he'll do? If you are not worried about what exactly to be merged, and you need to take the help of the seniors and then make sure that which code need to be merged, right? So these are all the improvisation that you need to do in the interviews, experienced people. Okay, so guys, but I strongly suggest first concentrate on what I teach. 99.99% all the topics are covered, but experienced people, I want you to, this is based on the requirement and based on, and you need to improvise yourself in the interviews. Not all interview questions will be taught here. Is that possible? That is definitely not possible. So I'll give you all the technical topics, but whenever you get any interview questions in real time, you need to spontaneously think and then answer it. But you know technical things, right? What is merge, what is conflict, how to, if you got conflict, how to merge it, everything, right? Mm. Okay, can you give the final CC, Nana? So that is all. Let's connect tomorrow with Maven. Until then, take care, guys. Have a nice day. Good night.